think we're started. Oh, I don't know. Are we live today? Is it working? Let's have a look. I don't think I'll be able to see the chat really. Oh, don't go big like that. Right. I'm gonna put the chat over here so I can see it. You might actually be able to see it on the stream as well. Don't want to play that though. Or maybe I do. I've done another stream. I've got the camera kind of I've got everything pointed away from the window. You can see the window behind here in the background. So, oh, Tom G, you're here already. Okay, so yeah, I've got, hopefully the window will be, the light issue will be not so bad today. The only thing is it's a bit dark because I'm facing away from the window. I can't really win with my lighting situation. So yeah, it's all a bit dull. It's hard to see for me. And Joseph Stalin's here already. Blimey. Blimey. Alright, everyone. So it's 2.5 hours left on my eBay auctions. You could get an original painting for as little as 10 quid. So have a look at that. 2 of them have got bids on. I think I've put the link in the description. Leon's here as well. 2.5 hours left on those auctions. So shill. To start the stream, I'm going to shill for a bit. And I've just been up to the post office to post a print that someone ordered. So I'm happy with that. But if you want to be in ownership of a print, there's also a link to my Etsy store. Okay, anyway, enough of that crap. I'm gonna carry on with this painting. I'm sorry if it's a bit dark to see. It's honestly it's better than having the light shining right on it. I've just got it basically the other way around, completely facing away from it. So there's a few things to finish. Well, there's quite a lot to finish. And yeah, I'll carry on with that today. Where is my orange paints? I've got all my paints sort of piled up over here. Not really any reason to them. Stick canvas where it works best for you. And seal the shit out of them. I do intend to. Yeah, well, this is probably the best place for me because the sun's not blasted on me. It's just it's a bit dull for the camera. It doesn't pick it up very well. A bit dark, you know. A bit dark. It's a bit dark. A little bit dark. Fucking hell. Started to jabbering inanely already. The jabbering has started. It's early days and I've started to jabber. I'm going to put some orange on these tree trunks. Don't know whether that works exactly. It's just a little. I mean, I'm going to get this painting finished and just feel like this. I don't know. I don't really know where the sun is on this picture. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying, brah? Maybe the light would be on the edges of them, like that. I'm not really too sure. Try that. Alexander? Hi, how's it going? Okay. Right, so a few things to finish. I feel like it just needs something, this painting. I don't know what, you know, like just something dark. But I don't know what. Anyway, let's carry on with some of these bits and pieces. I'm going to do that mushroom there. I can't really see the chat when I'm doing it. Scooby-Doo, what's up, Buttercup? How is it going? So, yeah, I'm roasting today. I don't know what it is, right? My heater seems to have started. I don't know if my wife puts the heating on when it's absolutely roasting, but I switch it off every night and I get up the next day and it's on again. I'm sure my heating system is becoming alive. More and more each day I'm convinced that I'm experiencing the generation of a new sentient life form in the form of my heating thermostat. I'm starting to become extremely suspicious of it. How's everything going with those meds? Okay. Bigfoot lurking in the trees. No, I don't know. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but I'm sort of doing my own thing with this painting because it's a chill. It's a chill thing. How's everything going with the meds? Okay. Yeah, just sleepy. Like last night I couldn't sleep at all, but like all day yesterday I was sleepy as hell. And then like when I got to bed I just couldn't sleep, so I was up at like 4 in the morning just watching YouTube videos and stuff. I should have done a stream really. Maybe that would make me sleep. I ended up last night to make myself fall asleep. I found a video. It was 8 hours of a cat purring sound, and I fell asleep with that in my ears, my earbuds in. That was pretty good. I don't have a cat of my own, but I reckon I would sleep easier if I did. I reckon. I love finding new sounds to fall asleep to. I don't know what it is. I think I find just having earbuds in is like comfortable somehow. Like half the time I find myself, like when I'm walking along, I'll listen to things on my earbuds and then I'll stop listening to it, but I'll keep the earbuds in and just keep walking along with my earbuds in because I find it kind of relaxing, which is a very odd thing to do, I suppose. And hold on. Oh, sorry if I got in front of the camera. I'm trying to see my chat from here. I'm trying to stay up to date to get your sleep pattern back to normal. Oh, that's probably a good idea. And a Brandio Frazier Art. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Wow, love it. Thank you. Bunny, yes. It's the Cadbury's Caramel Bunny. Medwin, good old music. I'll have to check that out. I usually listen to my favorite thing to sleep to is just the ambient noise of the Enterprise, the Star Trek, the Next Generation Enterprise ambient background noise, or the sleeping quarters of the Star Trek Next Generation. Because you get like little noises in the background of people like milling around, and you know, I always imagine like I'm actually in bed on this ship. I don't know. I find it really relaxing for some reason. And then there's like the rain on window, like gentle rain on a window. There's like loads of different ones of those. You have to find the right one. And what else do I listen to? I don't really like the ones with music that much, like the binaural beats and stuff. I find it a bit distracting. Oh, Neville Goddard speeches, just people talking. Pigsy Lamb videos as well. I sleep a lot to those. Have them like auto playing. Right, anyway, what was that snail? Was it the one from Magic Roundabout? Florence the snail. Ah! My bloody phone. You know what it is with these phones? The Huawei P20 it is. The space bar is so close to the button it shuts down what you're looking at. Is it Florence? I don't know. That was a cow, wasn't it, Florence? You listen to Carl Pilkington on the old XFM podcast. Well. What was that snail called? Snail from... was it? Oh, I can't remember what the request was. Give me images. God, I'm getting some horrible, like, CGI versions of him. Absolutely awful looking. Was that the request? I'm sure it was Tom that requested it. Don't think you've gone a day in the last 7 years without watching a YouTube video. Yeah, I you know, I go through my history, like, you can see what you've been watching, and it's like I just forget how many videos I watch in a day. Like, I'll sit there, I'll like watch it instead of TV, so it's like hours and hours every day, and I'm like amazed when I go back through my history and see how much stuff I've watched. It's like I completely forgot that I'd watched that. I was like, bloody hell, yeah. I watched like 3 hours of YouTube. I watched about 20 videos. It's crazy. Brian the snail. Was that the one from Magic Roundabout? Or was that just a random snail? Brian the snail. Oh, it's the same one. Okay, good. Brian the snail. Hello, Brian. There isn't any proper pictures of him. They're all pictures of like toys and stuff. Thankfully, I haven't yet found any porn of Brian the snail, which is usually what comes up when I Google search any random character. I guess no one yet has thought to make Brian the snail pornography, which I can only be slightly glad of. Anyway, let's put him in. He'll be cool. I'm gonna do the. I'm just gonna do the ears on my raccoon over here. Jim Raccoon, I think his name is. I don't know. Roro the raccoon. Do do do. Gary the snail. What's that from? Oh, my SpongeBob SquarePants, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I remember. The Magic Roundabout made you uneasy. To be honest, I don't really have much memories of Magic Roundabout. I mean, I'm totally aware of what it is. I'm pretty sure I watched it, but I don't have any like fond memories of it or anything like that. We'll put those ears on there. I need some way of being able to see the chat on my phone, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm gonna kind of have to keep leaning in front of the camera. Got the snail anyway on here. Brian the Snail original. That's, yeah, there we go. That's a better picture of him. So I'm going to do him in white and then paint over the top, because That always seems to work best for me when putting on new colours. I just feel like this painting needs something. I might just go off-piste from the requests and do my own thing on it. Like I say, this is just a relaxing stream where I just kind of do what I want and not worry too much about it. So, there's a chance yeah, I've got I had an idea in my head last night, but it's a bit dark, so I don't know. But it might be funny to do. Pob and Button Moon. I used to absolutely love Button Moon. Pob was scary, I thought. That was one that made me uneasy. Thank you, Alex. That's very kind of you. Yeah, Pob was just... I don't know what it was. Something really off about the thing. Like something kind of... I don't know, something kind of perverted about the thing, you know? One time I got told off by my mum because I was like saying something from the show. I remember this clearly, right, when I was a kid. I was watching Pob, and he pretends to be like an Indian, like a Native American Indian, and he's like dancing around, chanting, going bugger gum, like that. Like I remember clearly that, and I remember singing it, like going to my mum. Pob was an Indian, was being an Indian, and I like got told off by my mum because she thought I was just doing it so I could swear and say bugger. But it was Pob, man. I swear. I swear to God. I'll have to find that episode where Pob says that, see if he really just say bugger, because I was just copying what I'd seen on the TV. I got told off. Can you believe that? Kids TV being a bad influence. Captain Large, what the hell's that one about? I don't know what that is. Sounds sexy though. Pob, yeah, he used to like blow on the screen, but it was like foam or something. It was like really like he was just spitting everywhere. It was kind of disgusting. Disgusting and disturbing. Quite a lot of things that my mum didn't like me watching when I was a kid. For some reason, she thought that you know in Rainbow, the show Rainbow with like Zippy and all that. She didn't like was it George, the pink hippo thing? She didn't like George. She hated me watching that. She thought George was dead rude all the time. Like just cheeky. She didn't like his attitude at all. Didn't like me watching it because she thought it'd be a bad influence on me. I can't imagine what would be so terrible. But apparently, he was a bad influence. Pob was a bisexual paedophile wet dream come true. I don't know about that. Magic roundabout, the result of way too much magic mushrooming. Probably, yeah. Super Ted, yes. That was a cartoon that was quite frequently translated into Welsh. Or maybe it was originally in Welsh and it was translated into English. I don't know which way around it went. But because I grew up in Wales, that was, you know, shown quite often. You'd see that twice as much because it would be on S4C as well as on normal TV. S4C, the Welsh language programming channel. I think Fireman Sam as well. I think there was a Welsh Fireman Sam, like a Welsh dub of Fireman Sam. Alright, there we go. And then we got to get the snail shell, which is very small on the character. I don't know how he would fit into this shell because it's way too small for him, to be honest. Yeah, there was a skeleton in it, wasn't there? There was Texas Pete, and there was like this weird skeleton thing. Was that like one of the bad guys? Or am I just misremembering it? He had a really like creepy voice as well. Not creepy as in like scary, but creepy as in like the voice of a, I don't know, the voice of someone you'd find hiding in the bushes as you're walking home from school or something like that. You know? The voice of someone who your mum would tell you to keep away from. Yeah, it did. It totally like Julian Clary, but just more creepy. Oh, the police are out. The police are out in force. Careful, everyone. Watch your backs. The pigs are about. The filth are about. The filth. The pigs. The useless Northumbria police. Couldn't catch a cold. Yeah, it did. It used to go, ooh, Tex. You're so naughty, Tex. Like that. Ooh, Tex. Ooh, Tex. Fucking hell. Ooh, Tex. I think actually I remixed it on my other channel. I like a channel I've had since like for years and years. Where I used to do like remixes of things and like YouTube poops. I had like a Super Ted video on there where I remixed him to be going, "Ooh, Tex, you're so sexy." It's like really easy to remix him to say that. Real easy. It's like they wanted me to do it. Ooh, Tex. That fucking skeleton. He was a sex pest. I don't know, like, I don't understand Super Ted anyway, like what, why was it everyone's like why was there a skeleton and why was like there a blobby man and a Texas Pete, like what, what do they all have to do with each other? Like, I understand the origins of, like, Super Ted. He was rejected and then Spotty Man came and got him. I remember the intro. How's the weekend voluntary work going? Yeah, it's good fun actually, I like it. Good shit. It's good, it's a good break actually. I find it very rewarding. Good to get out of the house after being cooped up painting all week. Go out and talk to people, do some sales. Sexual deviant. I hope you're talking about that skeleton. I hope that's what you're talking about there, Leon. Ooh, tags. Honestly, he was a straight up pervert. He was a straight up pervert. I'm surprised he wasn't caught up in Operation U Tree. Seems like the kind of person. Seems like the kind of person the Me Too movement would have caught up with eventually. You do housework, is that classed as voluntary work? I don't know. It's just counted as work. I mean, you voluntarily do it, you can just opt to not do it, so I guess that's, I guess it counts, I don't know. I don't know, Phil. It's a philosophical question that I don't want to ponder right now. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing on this fountain. Felt like doing a little something on the edges of it, just to make it kind of look a bit 3D-ish. Little pattern on there. Okay. Trees are, yeah, I did, to be honest, Phil, I did channel Bob Ross a little bit when I was doing them trees. I tried to find my fan brush to do them properly, but I couldn't, so yeah, it's kind of a, yeah, it was Bob Ross-ish. I did sort of just try and channel the man in a way. This fountain's looking a bit more like a fountain. I don't know if it shows on the camera, but I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest with you. Put some trees, put some grass growing up around it eventually. Hey, it's looking kind of nice. Oh God. Lazy days, dee. Oh. Tell me how to get to Sesame Street. Right, where's my picture of this bloody thing? This bloody snail. Right, let's go in with the yellow. It always works better now. I think I might do this in the future, right? If I need to paint anything in, just go in straight with the white and then paint on top of it, because I think it always looks a bit better. Create a little ground for me to paint on top of. Okay. Brian the fricking snail. What the frick? Right. This little his little scarf here. There's probably some gay signalling going on there. This colour of his scarf probably means something when he goes to the gay clubs. I don't know what. What does orange mean? Ugh. Also don't know how does his hat go? Let's have a look so we can get a nice close up on his hat. Is it like flowers on his hat or something? It looks like a spotty, like It's hard to find a good close-up picture of his hat. This snail guy. I'm not exactly sure what is going on with it. Do 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 do. Tell me how to get. Oh. So, don't know what everyone's up to today. Does anyone got any exciting plans? My plan is to just sit and paint and maybe have a nap. It's an exciting life, but someone's got to do it, haven't they? I feel like his nose, like, I don't know, I want to do his nose like poking out a bit. Not really like that on, hold on, maybe I've done it too. Oh, should do it like that maybe, there. Yeah, fine. See if you can apply for a full-time paid position in the charity shop. I will endeavour to, actually. I will eventually. Something like that will come up, I'm sure. I'm sure of it eventually. I'm keeping up with the painting for a while. But yeah, I'm keeping my options open there with the charity shop. Don't know why I've got Sesame Street in my head. I don't think there's anything Sesame Street related in this painting. For some reason I've got it in my head. Annoyingly. And now I'm subjecting everyone else to it. Here's a bloody raccoon. Should never have let that chat filter go, should I? Should have kept it on forever. Yeah, I'd love to work full time in the charity shop in a paid position. I would volunteer there on a full time basis if I could. If I didn't have to make money somehow. I might have to just go back to working, you know, just the regular, you know, regular shop work. If I can't, you know, if I start to run out of cash. Which is a possibility. Oh, I did sell a print yesterday, so... Oh, I need to mark that as dispatched, I think. Hold on. Someone bought a print. I don't know who it was, but... Thanks, whoever it was who bought a print. Let's have a quick look on my Etsy thing, see if I can. I need to mark it as dispatched. Mark as shipped. Submit, there we go. Dispatched. Shame there's no local art gallery. There's loads of local art galleries, but I don't know if I'll be able to get a job in any of them. I've got no experience working in art galleries. There's absolutely tons of them now. I've applied for a few before in the past and never got it. They always ask for my race and gender when I'm applying. I don't know why. All the art galleries do. For some reason that's important to them when hiring. So every time I've applied I've been rejected or just not heard anything back. They don't even bother. They must just chuck it in the bin. So I'm thinking about saying I'm like a transgender black woman or something like that. Just to see if I get like to the next stage of the interview process. I might do, you never know. And when I turn up at the interview, I can say, well, I am. This is all subjective, isn't it? I could be whatever race or gender I want. How dare you say I'm not that thing, you bigot. Still need to sort out a frame. Well, have a go. If you can't get a frame for it, I'll send you an A3 one. Because I've changed the size of the prints that I'm selling. So, you know, they're easier to get frames for. They're slightly smaller, but they're easier to get frames for, which I prefer. And they're a bit more. They cost a bit more to get cut down to size, but I think I prefer it that way. But yeah, I'd send you a. I'd happily send you another printout. If you can't find a frame for it, you should be able to. The guy for some reason told me in the shop that you couldn't get frames for that size, the original print. But I looked on Amazon and you can clearly get frames for that size. So I think he was just bullshitting me to get me to go for the A3, but I do prefer the A3. I think it is easier to get frames for him. False art in the house. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks for subbing. I don't know if I'm already subbed to you. I think I did. I subbed to quite a few different art channels last night somehow. I don't know. I just was like going through. You know when you go through a channel and you look on a video, like I was looking like an art video, and I saw someone's comment underneath, and I went, oh, I wonder what their art looks like. And I look at their channel, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, and I subscribe to them, and then I see someone else in the comment to one of their videos, and then I look at their channel, I'm like, oh, that's good, I'll subscribe. And then I think I ended up subscribing to like 20 different channels in a row, watching loads of art videos. I went into a right little like rabbit hole of art channels. So I'm not sure. If I'm not subscribed to you, then let me know. I'll subscribe back. I don't do sub for sub, but you know, I do try and subscribe to lots of different art channels at the minute. You should stick flyers around with your YouTube channel on for the live streams. Quite a good idea. Still in the running for that cunning lady? Yes, you are, but someone's watching it. Actually, is that... How long have we got left on that? How long we got left? Let's see. eBay. 1 hour and 50 minutes. There's 2 hours left, right? Oh, whoever's watching that, someone was watching that that cunning lady print. I've stopped watching it, so you are in the running, I think. But yeah, 2 hours left. If anyone wants to place a bid, raccoon in every painting. Yes, it is Iron Man Spartan. Anyway, links in description. Don't be shy. Don't be shy about giving me your money, you know. I graciously accept it all. Worst comes to worst, you can borrow a large paper cut. You can do that, but honestly, if you can't get a frame for it, I'll happily just send you out a new print, because I like when I did the first 3 prints, I didn't really know what I was doing too much, so no, they're cheaper than the they were slightly cheaper than the final version, so I guess that's slightly all right. I don't know what I'm talking about. I shouldn't talk and paint at the same time. I lose concentration. Whew. Oh, I made a hole in his face there. Damn it! That wasn't right. That wasn't right, Florence, is it? Don't know why I'm calling him Florence. His name's something else, isn't it? Dave the Spiv or something, isn't it? I'm sure, something like that. I don't know whether to put this one on eBay when I finished, rather than keeping it. I like when I do the little short ones, just selling them straight away, and then people have them. Then they're out in the wild. But I don't know how much I would sell this one for. A bit more than the hour-long ones. What the fuck have I got Sesame Street made? No idea. I'll make myself another coffee in a second. I made a delicious toad in the hole last night. I've got leftovers to eat today. Yeah, there's no raccoon in Scooby-Doo's painting. This was before the Great Raccoon Invasion started. That was pre-raccoon era. Quite a rare one, that, Phil. Oh God, stop it. Stop singing Sesame Street music. Stop, Tom. Just stop, please. Stop, it's upsetting people. Yeah, it was a nice toad in the hole. it was a good one. I did some like roasted sweet potato and aubergine, some edamame beans, some gravy. I cooked some good meals this week, honestly. You want to come around my house and have some dinner with me? 'Cause I'm a good chef. I'm a good husband and chef. And I could be both to you. Expect a belated birthday wishes, wedding anniversary card within card from my ungood self. Alright, well, see you later, Alex. I didn't know you had my address, to be honest. So, I don't know how you're sending me something. That's fine. It's fine if that is the case. No, I did ask people to not send me things anymore, so, you know, please don't send me anything, people. Thank you. I am very domesticated, Phil. I'm well trained. Well trained in the art of husbandry. Well trained husbandism. Oh fucking hell, stop making that noise. I had a can of special brew ready to send to you, but when you asked people not to send anything, I unpacked it and put it back in the fridge. Yeah, please don't send me things anymore. I appreciate the sentiment from people. It's just the fact that, like, if I start opening things, like if people send me something, I feel like, you know, it's only polite to make like a video or something, just to say thanks. But then I get other people asking me who I don't know so well, and they're like, "Can I send you something?" And like, you know, they're just being nice, most of them. But then I'm like, no, I'm not accepting parcels from people. And then if they saw me like opening a parcel from someone like Phil, who you know I know is I know Phil and wouldn't have any problem receiving a parcel from him or whatever. I feel like they might think, well, why is he opening a parcel from Phil? Well, you know, they might take it personally or something. So I've just thought I'll just stop completely with the parcels. And then there'll be no misunderstanding. You know, I feel a bit awkward as well getting free shit off people. Don't mind if people, you know, buy something off of me or like super chat my videos or whatever, but I feel a bit awkward receiving gifts. So yeah, it's fine if people I know well, but you know, I just worry that other people will see me doing it and think me rude for rejecting their offer when they're just trying to be nice. best to just cancel the whole idea. Good now the stupid sun can't block the painting. Yep. Oh, gotta go to the job centre. Well, these are the things you gotta do, aren't they? I remember when I was trying to apply for benefits once, having to go to the job centre constantly. And they made me go for interviews for weeks, and then in the end they decided that I hadn't paid anything into the tax system, so I wasn't entitled to any benefits anyway. So since then, even when I haven't had a job, I've never bothered. So I felt like they just wasted my time. Well, what it was, I'd been at my last job, I'd paid too much tax. Like I'd been put on some kind of like emergency tax thing. So like the job before that, I don't know, it kind of counted as if I hadn't paid any tax, even though I'd paid like more tax than usual. I don't know how it works, but it was annoying. And it meant I wasn't entitled to anything. You get nothing. They were like, "Good day, sir. Good day, sir." I remember when I was job hunting, going to the job centre, it was just like a waste of time. I felt like there was never anything I applied for from the job centre that I even got an interview for. There wasn't any point like in the whole job centre. You went there and like, I remember the process. You used to have to go to the little computer screens and look for a job that you want to apply for, and then print off this little bit of paper, which you then had to take home and apply for the job. It was like, what? That's the most pointless little thing, and like, how much paper would they waste in? Half these jobs, you'd take it home and apply for them, and it would turn out to be like misadvertised or already closed or something like that. Goddamn job centre. I mean, this was years ago. This was probably about 10 years ago that I was doing this. I don't know if it's changed, but it just felt like a complete farce. The whole thing, the whole job application process. It wasn't like, it'd be good if they had like your CV on file and you just went in, used their computers if you didn't have one at home, and then just applied for whatever job online. But no, they wouldn't do that. You had to print off this little bit of paper and take it home with you. Back in the day, yeah. And another thing, right? This was the thing that used to get me. You'd have to take this little bit of paper home. Oh no, this is what you had to do. Hold on. Can't remember the process exactly. You had to find the job you wanted on the job centre website, but there was jobs on the little computers that weren't on the website, so I had to get out of bed rather than just looking on the computer. I had to go to the job centre, and then you'd find what you want on this little computer. Right, fine. But it wouldn't just tell you on the screen how to apply for it. What you had to do was print off this little bit of paper, like a little receipt, which had a code at the bottom, and then you had to go and take that code to one of the employees of the job centre and say, "Oh, I've seen this job, I want to apply for it." And they'll look onto their computer and find the details for which you have to then apply for the job yourself. So they'll say, "Oh, you just have to email this or phone this number." I just think, what a load of bollocks, man. What a long drawn out process for applying for a job to start with. I felt like they were they had this big office full of people, and I felt like they were just sort of justifying a lot of their jobs, you know, by making extra work. Like, they could easily just have on the screen all the details you need, but they make you print off this paper and go and ask one of the employees to find the job details for you. It's just like, fucking hell. Like, the thing is, he could probably replace all them people in there with one computer screen if it did the job properly. It was obviously we're like trying to just sort of prolong the process somehow. Is it all online? Yeah, I hope it's changed now. I assume it would have done, but god damn, what a farce it used to be. I used to give up in the end. I never ever applied for one of them jobs and actually got like a callback or anything. Ever. It was like, it was a waste of time in the end. So I just gave up and started applying for jobs on like job websites, and like they were way more successful, way more helpful. It wasn't a long drawn out process for applying for the jobs. God damn. I'm bitter about that experience. It was a long time ago and I haven't really needed to use it since then, because I have been in gainful employment for the last like 10 years or so, till I quit my job all of a sudden. But yeah, God, what a waste of time it used to be back then. What a waste of time. I used to get the feeling that they didn't really want people to get jobs. You know. Brian the snail looks good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Get his details in. Get him looking nice and snaily. I used to be scared of snails when I was a kid. You know when you like look under like a, I don't know, a log or something, and you just see them all like clustered there. And it's something I used to see more when I was a kid. I don't know if it's just because, you know, you're more inquisitive when you're a kid, so you're looking under more things. But like big clusters of snails all clustered together, I never really see that these days. I see like plenty of snails in my garden, but I never see like, you lift something up and you see like a big massive cluster of them. I used to scare me when I saw them. I don't know why. I don't know what I thought they were going to do, but I remember like we were playing hide and seek in my garden, and I found this really good hiding place where it was like there was this like covered, like it was like a plant bed or something, you know, like for planting vegetables in, but it had like a lid on the top, so it was like a mini glass house, really low down. So I lay down in this thing, closed the lid over the top of me, and I was lying there thinking, yes, no one's ever going to find me in here. And then I looked to the side and there was a snail right by my head, or like a cluster of snails, and I instantly just jumped out of there. I was like, ah, screaming, and I lost that game of hide and seek. If I hadn't been a snail in there, that would have been an excellent hiding place. Oh well. There we go. Snail man having a snaily time. Ugh. I need a high quality picture of his hat, because I can't really tell what's going on with it. Oh fuck's sake, stop singing Sesame Street. Stop singing the Sesame Street, Tom. It's gonna annoy everyone. Yeah, I like painting the white on top first, then painting the colour over the top of it. I think it looks better like that. Yeah, why not? Why not do it that way? myself another coffee though. I need to get something on this grass. I don't know what it is. The grass just never looks right when I try and paint it. I might have to look up like a guide for painting grass with acrylics somehow. Find something there. I'm not really sure if I've got the ability to just do it straight off. I honestly have no idea why I've got that song in my head. It's annoying. It's annoying me as much as it's probably annoying everyone else. Might be a side effect of the tablets. Gives me annoying songs in my head. Right, gotta make myself a coffee. I'm just trying to think what else I could do to this, if there's anything to do. I don't know whether to just leave it. It's nice and happy, isn't it? I did have the idea to have skewers coming in from the side of the canvas and skewering every character through, having a dead fetus on the end of each skewer. That'd look beautiful, wouldn't it? Anyway, coffee time. Oh shit. Ugh. We're still alright? Are we still okay? Good. Good, good, good. Yeah. Right then, where's my blue? So I'm going to do a bit of work on that party hat on the raccoon. Might be a good idea. Get some white, get some blue, mix them together. Have a poo. meant to be like a party hat, that, but it looks more like a wizard's hat, doesn't it? What can I do to make it party-ish? I wonder if I'd put some yellow stripes on it or something. Or let's put some. Go. Little raccoon eyes. No need to worry about the raccoon's eyes. He can see us now. But he's happy with what he sees. He's not angry today. He's not going to hurt us today. The raccoon. He's not going to harm us. Right. Let's do his eyes in. Pupils. And then his little weird smile. Let's have a look at that. So the colour is not quite black, it's kind of very dark grey, almost. It's not pure black. Probably can't even tell, but yeah, there we go. Little happy face. Little happy face. I need a close-up picture of his hat. I think he's got like a little leopard's print sort of thing going on. I'm not too sure though. It's hard to tell from that picture. Very hard to tell. Oh, there we go. A little bit of tone there on his face. His face. Oh, I keep forgetting to put live chat on rather than top chat. Please bear with me. People might be sending me abusive messages that I can't see, which I wouldn't like to miss out on. Yeah, the raccoon is just sort of... The raccoons always seem to have a very sort of benevolent presence in these paintings. I don't know what it is. They seem to always be sort of watching over proceedings a lot of times. I don't know why. They're just always there, kind of a nice calming influence in the background. Right, let's see. Can we get a nice close-up picture of Brian the Snail's hat? I'm finding trouble getting a picture of him. Like the original Magic Round artist. I'm getting lots of pictures of the horrible CGI version of him. And now I'm getting Gary the Snail. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'll just do a sort of red hat with what are they, like black spots on them or something? I think that would be alright. I'll try it. Seems to be some kind of helicopter or something going on overhead. The Rozzers are out again. Just realised the actual bits of the hat, the actual, like the antennae, sort of come out from the brim. There we go. There we go. It's come out from the brim. I'm actually not sure about that. It should be more like this, shouldn't it? Let that dry and I'll fix that up a bit. Might try and fix that gormless expression on the rabbit's face as well. One of my best paintings yet, thanks George. It's one of my fastest ones. It's just a little relaxed one. Maybe the relaxed approach is better for me, I don't know. Nah, she still looks gormless. I'll just have to live with that expression. Sometimes they take on a life of their own, don't they, these characters, when you're painting them. I think that character is just determined to be a bit gormy looking forever and ever. So whatever, we'll just let her be. Getting tons of practice, yeah. I think if I can keep this up, for a year without going bankrupt, I can imagine I'll be a good painter by like this time next year. I think I'll be quite skilled. I'm not following a lot of good practices. Paul S, I think, sent me a link to like a load of tips for painting with acrylics, and it was like I follow none of these. Like it was like 5 essential tips for painting with acrylics. It was like gesso your canvas first. I never do because it's like mine are pre-primed, but he said you should always do it and then put your base colour into the gesso. There's loads of advice. Put your colours on your palette from like you keep your warms and your cools all in the same place. There's loads of advice. I was like, I do none of these things. So I don't know. Maybe I should follow some professional artist advice rather than just doing my own thing. Do it my way. Yeah, I guess so. I just kind of want to learn some good practices and stuff. It might make things easier for me. I don't know. It works. I'm quite happy with how my paintings are turning out. To be honest with you, I've got no problem with them. I do have some problems sometimes with like the paint, the way it goes on and stuff, but I've always been a fan of like rustic art or outsider art and stuff. Untrained artists, so I kind of don't mind having that look in my paintings as well. I found the liquid white tip Bob Ross says works well. Yeah, but he uses oils, doesn't he? That's the only problem. So oils will stay wet, whereas if I try and do that with an acrylics, it'll be dry within a few minutes of painting. But this video that Paul sent me, it was quite good. It was like you put your gesso on, and then you put your colour into the gesso so it like mixes in, and then you spray the back of the canvas so it stays wet, and you keep doing it while you're painting. So that looks like quite good advice. I don't know if I could be arsed though. Like, I don't know if it's too much effort. I quite like just having the dry paint going on. Like drying quite quick. I'm not sure. It was good advice, but I don't know if I could be bothered turning the canvas over and like spraying it every couple of minutes to make sure it doesn't dry out. That'd be a bit too much of a pain in the ass for me. Right, where's that picture of a snail? Get his little snaily snails. Snail, my snail, baby. Oh, I just snailed everywhere then. Hold on, I've got a message off a different Paul. What's he sending me? Hold on. A different kind of Paul is sending me a message. I know multiple Pauls, you see. I bet you don't know multiple Pauls. Yeah, the fan brush. You know, I wanted to do a fan brush on these trees here. I was actually looking for it yesterday, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Hold on, I'm just gonna have a look at what this guy has sent me here. Go into my proper Instagram. Huh. All right. I met up with a guy who I know from YouTube called Paul C. First, and we went on like a mandate to Wagamama's. I took him there because, you know, he'd never been. I was like, yeah, let's go to Wagamama's, it's great. And he fucking hated it. He got ramen. I thought, ramen, you can't go wrong with ramen. He got like seafood ramen. He said it was like something out of the Bush Chucker trial. He kept constantly asking the staff questions about the food, asking people at the table next to us. No, they have you sat in benches next to people. I was like, just let people eat their dinner. Let people eat their dinner in peace. Funny guy. Bloody hell, I wish I hadn't taken him there. A lot of people keep asking me to follow along the Bob Ross video, so I don't know. I keep thinking, yeah, I might do that, but then I'd have to get some oils because I've tried in the past following along with acrylics, and it is just impossible. Completely different way of painting. Have you done a lot of like Bob Ross paintings then, Tom? Because people keep asking me, but I've never known anyone who does it themselves. I used to watch it all the time and think, yeah, look, it makes it look so easy, and then you try and do it, and I just used to find it impossible. Absolutely impossible. I find it Kim possible. Can you tell me how to get this song out of my head? There we go. We got him. We got him in a hat. I mean, that's something, isn't it? That's something. There we go, mostly done. Just need a bit on this snail guy. There we go. Not that. Get a bit like this. There we are. He looks alright, doesn't he? I don't know whether he does, but he kind of does. He'll do. Oh, I know what else he needs. Yeah, baby. Let's get some of this. There we go. Little drops of white. Oop. Oh God. Yeah, I might have to look some tips for painting grass with acrylics, because I really, you know, not really too sure of myself on the whole painting grass front. I'd love to go out and do some like landscape painting, but I never really feel confident when I'm doing like grasses and things. So I might try and learn some stuff first. Do. Okay, I don't know if that looks too much like water, but I'll take it. It's a chilled painting. I don't worry about too much about everything looking amazing. Just as long as it looks kind of passable, that's enough for me today. That's how lazy I'm being. If it's passable, it's fine. Oh God. Do 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 do. Don't sing Sesame Street. Just get it out of your head. I need another song to listen to. I can't even hear the gong music that I'm playing. Right, so I need these. I've got these things on the grass, but they need some bits like in front of them, so I'll have to remember to do that when it dries a little bit. So for now, let's get some darker colours. I need a shadow underneath that snail, just so he looks like he's in a space. Sorts. There we go. Little shadow there, and we'll just have it a bit darker underneath him there, where it's somehow gone lighter. There we go, he's kind of sitting there now. He's I don't know about this snail. Something up with his head, I think. I don't know. Anyway. So, what I need to work on now is the xenomorph. The xenomorph is supposed to be eating a kebab. So there's a few bits that I think would make it look a bit better. I just was doing a little sort of, I was being a bit sort of slow with it earlier. I'm gonna go with my imagination from what I remember, or what I imagine a xenomorph looks like. I'm kind of going off the I don't know if you remember the action figure line they brought out for Aliens. Which is a weird thing. When in the 90s, there used to be like action figures for kids, but they were for like movies that they would never have been able to see. So like Aliens, my brother used to collect the Alien toys when we were kids. I'm pretty sure he'd never seen the movie. Not until we were older, anyway. There used to be like Terminator and all sorts of action figures. I used to have Terminator action figures. I'd never ever seen Terminator. My parents would have never let me watch that when I was a kid. Never, never, never. have a look at a picture of a xenomorph. So it was a xenomorph eating a kebab. I think I can get that. It's going to be a very stylized version of one, but I think I can capture that xenomorph goodness with a little bit of grey paint. I think that will be quite easy. I don't want to overwork this character, so just go in with some light grey. I'm gonna go so far so good. Kind of looks like a slug down the front, doesn't it? Horrible looking thing. Geiger really captured some kind of disgusting creature, didn't he? That out there. See about getting this. Just about right. Just about right for the xenomorph. I might have to redo some of the mouth. It's not quite right. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, he's looking okay. I don't want to overwork the xenomorph. It's kind of just I want to just get the ribs and the sort of weird body things. I feel like I can make him look quite good just having a few little simple lines and stuff on him. Not worry too much about the details. His legs are a bit backwards, but so what I remember from the toys was that you could have weirdly shaped aliens because they I don't know, especially for the toy line, they invented all kinds of weird stuff, bull aliens and stuff. I think it was invented purely for the toy to sell toys. I'm not sure. Could have come from like the comic books or something, I suppose. Not too up on my alien lore. There we go, look though. This alien's looking quite sweet. His tail, isn't it? Okay. There. And then if we have the alien, let's try and work on that jaw. Should have that like protruding thing, shouldn't I? Because he's supposed to be eating a kebab, so. Crizzy, hiya. Looking great, thank you. Thanks a lot, I appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to have him eating a kebab. However I do that, I don't know. Let's try painting the kebab first, and then worry about the details afterwards. A nice doner kebab. Let me show how I can render a doner kebab accurately. Let's have a look. Doner kebab. It's just a wrap, isn't it? It's just a wrap with a lot of mess. So I guess I just do a messy wrap. Let the things dry a bit. Oh God. I think what I need to do for this grass, I think, is put in a lot of browny colour and then paint the grass over the top a bit lighter, which I might do. Let's get a nice browny sort of dull colour, an earthy browny colour. Let me just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it looks bad at the minute. So it's just a little. So I need to redo this grass anyway. So. Don't worry about how this looks now. Yeah, I feel like we need like little base of some kind on this grass. Just something underneath it all. Maybe right along the edge of these edges of the grass here. I need more paint. More paint on the brush than what I've got there. Okay, right. Just get that like that, like that. I'm going to eliminate some of the white colour that I've got along the edge of the path. Put some brown in, make it look like a natural sort of border. That looks a bit better, I think. Don't know if my head's in front of the camera. I apologise if it is. Just concentrating. Get concentrating. I forget where the camera is and stuff. Right, that's a bit better natural brown, and then we'll just go over it with some of the green. Make some more leaves and shit. That'll look alright. Enjoying your doner kebab, are you, Alien? Put a bit more shade into that. He likes that, doesn't he? Ooh, that's an enjoyable kebab, he says. I like that kebab. Oh man. I think this is nearly done. I was going to do some more stuff to it. I had an idea of making it really disturbing, but I don't think I will. It might spoil it. It's quite a nice cheerful painting. Little practice. While little chill painting to do while I'm enduring the tablet side effects. So I'm not too bothered about it, you know, making some kind of masterpiece. Of course all my other paintings are masterpieces. Okay, so grass and kebab. That's pretty much the rest of it. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to do. And shadow underneath some of the things. So let's have a go. Right, let's try and make a kebab meat sort of mixture. I don't know how to make a kebab meat colour. Pretty much a brown, but I might like mix a bit of red in with it just to get it kind of a bit more meaty looking. It's only for a tiny bit of the painting. You can't really see it anyway, so doesn't matter to me too much. Don't have the kebab meat hanging out of it a bit. Yum yum, I could just eat a kebab. A nice greasy kebab. I remember once what put me off kebabs was leaving a kebab. I think my friend had it. He stuck it in the fridge till the next morning, and then seeing it the next morning when the fat had congealed. Alright, tape flip, how's it going? Yeah man, a doner kebab left overnight is a nasty sight. If you ever want to get put off a kebab, do that and you'll see the true horror of the situation. You'll realise what it is. Oh God. Oh, why is life so painful? Oh no. Not a bad... What? Oh, hold on. So your birthday went like this. You got high and went to the movies to watch Pet Sematary remake. Original is better, of course. I keep getting adverts for the new Pet Sematary. I keep thinking, is it going to be good? I'm not really that much of a fan of the original, though. You know, it's kind of my opinion of it is that it's all right. It's only okay. I never really got what was so special about it. It's one of the movies that everyone seems to go on about being a good horror movie. And then I watched it and I was like, it's alright. It's alright, I suppose. So, I don't know. The original might be cool. It looks kind of cool from the trailer. Glad you had a nice birthday, tape flip. I've done a little birthday hat on the raccoon. Probably can't see it, but it says happy birthday on there. I'm doing a little xenomorph mouth coming out and eating the kebab. Yum yum yum. Yum yum, I'm going to eat that kebab with my little mouth that comes out. My little xenomorph mouth. Yum yum yum. You used to microwave your kebab in the morning. Ugh. I suppose it'd be alright if you microwaved it because it would go a bit sort of. It would melt a bit all fat, but honestly, seeing like you just kind of I didn't realise how much fat is actually on one of them doner kebabs until I saw it with my own eyes the next morning, and it all gone all into lumps and shit. Ooh. I still eat them after that. You know, it didn't put me off them forever. It's just it was a revelation, that's for sure. A true revelation. I don't think you can tell it's a doner kebab, but I don't really know how you do something that looks like a doner kebab. You know, what could I have done to it to indicate doner kebabness? Just a small little thing up there. So yeah, I don't really know. It's fine though. It looks like he's eating some kind of wrap eagerly with his little mouth. There we are. Ink Art Razvan. Thanks for the thumbs up and for stopping by. Oh, this painting, it's kind of getting nearly done. I'm starting to get to a point where it's sort of looking finished. Just got to get the grass done. It's getting a nice colour that looks like grass that I have trouble with. I have big trouble with that. Anyway, let's put a little shadow underneath our alien friend up there. Got a shadow sort of thing. I don't know if that's a shadow. It looks more like looks too light. It's like a light patch on top of the mountain. Maybe mix a bit of black in with that. Just try mixing it up a bit differently. I say I'm not going to stress on this painting if I don't get things right. It's just a nice relax painting. Lazy Chillstream. Chill and paint. There we go. Right, let's do something else here as well. I feel like that kebab could be longer. Want a long kebab, please? Yeah, nice and long like that, thanks. I don't know, it's a bit weird. I don't know if that's right. It's fine though. Can't get this kebab. Oh, wait. Do a road sign with the... Oh, fuck, what? Wu-Tang logo sprayed on it. No. Nah. No thanks. Don't want to do it. Sorry. Can't be arsed. Told you, man, this painting I'm not really I'm sort of taking requests, but half the time I'm just rejecting them because I can't be bothered. That's what I mean by a lazy stream. Just bugger off. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to paint that. Sorry. It looks like he's enjoying his kebab though, doesn't he? Kebabish. That's kebabish. Right then. So, what I need is a nice colour for the grass. But all I've got is an awful green that doesn't look like a natural green. The only thing I think to do is add white. See if that makes it come out any nicer. I'm not sure that it does. Let's try. We'll try. What's the sad railway tunnel? I don't know. I was requested to put alligator eyes and crocodile eyes or something on it. So yeah, I guess it's a leech man. I don't know. I don't know what it is, to be honest, Matt. It's just some random thing. This painting is just me relaxing. I'm not stressing about different bits of it. I'm not trying to make a masterpiece. Just a quick painting. Fun to do. I'm taking some requests. A lot of stuff I'm just saying no to because I can't, you know, there's a lot of stuff I can't be asked painting, so I'm just not. It's one of them days. Lazy. How's things at home? I hope things are alright. Hope things are starting to look up. better. Getting better. Just nipped home to get some clothes. Are you still at work and stuff, or are you taking some time off? You're on leave, yeah, I think that's probably the best. Can't imagine wanting to work. Wouldn't imagine wanting to work at the minute. God. Yeah, less dense painting. It's yeah. I've been a bit too sleepy to do a proper painting. So I don't want to keep repeating myself on these streams, but yeah, a couple of days ago I went up a dose on my citalopram and it's just made me so sleepy. I've basically been getting up for like an hour or two, and then like just falling asleep for like 3 hours, and then getting up for a bit longer and then falling asleep again. So I've been in a real cycle of unproductiveness. So, and also because I was just, my mood was all over the place and stuff, I thought I'm not going to work on my main painting. I'm just going to do like a little relaxed one where I don't really care about it, you know. Just do something for fun, and I'm kind of like just chilling out and painting. But I've quite enjoyed doing it actually. I think it's come out quite nice, even though it's like a lazy stream. I quite like the result. I think I might do more like this. So not caring too much about it. Which might sound bad, but I just mean like I'm not stressing. Not worrying like if it doesn't look amazing or anything, just not spending like 2 weeks on one painting, just doing like the odd. And I still will do with paintings where I spend ages on them, but less stress, yeah, just for the odd painting, just a nice relaxing one. Because I kept like painting for a bit and then going and having a nap, and then although last night I couldn't sleep at all when I actually went to bed. I think I'd spent so much time sleeping during the day. When I finally went to bed at a proper time, I just couldn't sleep. So I have had a sleepless night. I think my sleep schedule's all fucked up now. I'm sure that's no. Someone with a baby, that's probably not any fucking. You know, you're probably thinking, what the hell are you moaning about? I never get any sleep, but I'm not too used to it, so You might go back to work on Tuesday. Well, whatever works for you. Sometimes if you're stressed, I find going to work is a good way to take your mind off things. And then other times it just makes it worse because you're like, it makes you stress about being stressed, you know what I mean? The whole world is one painting. Yeah. It's strange. But it's just like going to work, isn't it, really? I mean, you think about any job you've had, it's just like you're getting up and you're just spending like your entire world pretty much for like Monday to Friday. It's just same bloody place, doing the same job. Not much difference between doing that and painting. So apart from painting is way more relaxing and fun. Suckers. Now I just need to get paid for doing it, and I'm quids in then. Although I find it far more mentally taxing than any job I've had. Because I've only ever had shitty jobs where I don't have to think too much about it, I suppose. This is way less physical, but it leaves me way more exhausted than any job I've had. Way more exhausted. I just feel like some days I feel so drained off it. Feel like satisfied but drained. Like your mum leaves me. You could be the resident artist somewhere. Yeah, I could do that. I would do something like that. I don't know what the difference is between that and this. It's pretty much a glass box, isn't it? It's weird being there. It's weird having my life on show for like 7 hours a day or whatever, when I'm actually awake enough to do a 7-hour long stream. Oh, that grass is looking alright. Okay. Clack, crack, say crack. Crackety Jones. Might call that done. I don't know. What do you reckon? Does it need anything else? You get paid. What do you mean? Oh, fuck. Okay, that might be done, you know. It's just a little chilled painting. It's kind of alright. Put my signature on it. I was going to do spikes coming out from the sides at every place, skewering all the characters horribly as they were going about their day. But that might ruin it. It might spoil what we've got here, which is a idyllic looking happy painting. Everyone's having a nice time. Oh, what time are we on? How long's Oh. Alright, see you later, Matt, if you're off. Hope things are alright soon for you. Yeah, I'm gonna I'll probably sign it. I don't know whether to what was I gonna do then? I was gonna look on eBay, wasn't I? See how much time's left on these auctions. 10 minutes left, everyone. Oh my god. One's still there for a tenner. You can get an original painting for a tenner. How many people are watching? I don't know. I may show. This absolute masterpiece. Abstract piece. £10. These ones have already got bids on, but you could outbid the people. That was the one I least expected to sell, to be honest. But someone bid on it. And then this one, which Alex has got a bid on, but Tape Flip would bid on that, would he? Because it's got raccoons. Alright, well, there we go. 10 minutes left, everyone. I think the link's in the description. And yeah, get on that. Shilling my stuff. I don't know whether to put this onto eBay as an original and let someone just buy it, or whether to make prints of it. I'm not really sure. I quite like it, but I'm unsure on the situation. Alright, so I might sign this one and then call it done. I don't know whether to put it on eBay or not. What do you reckon? Should I keep it? Should I stick it on eBay? Stick it on eBay for like 50 quid. 60 quid. Someone might buy it, and then if they don't buy it, that'll make the decision for me, won't it? It's not overboard. Yeah, it's a bit, I don't know though. Is it too nice? Is it too nice though? That's what I'm wondering. Is it too happy? Anyway, let's put a signature in. I guess we'll do it in. We'll get some of this orange. Easy to digest. Well, I guess so. It was easy to paint, to be honest with you. Put a little signature there. TD. I don't have a more elaborate signature than that. That's not just me initialing it. It's that's my entire signature. Yeah, I might have a little rest now. Like I say, I'm just sort of sleepy and stuff, so doing a bit of painting, then having a bit of a rest, and do a bit more painting, a bit more of a rest. So I might do that. What time are we on? What time is it? It's like 2 o'clock nearly. So yeah, I might go have maybe an hour break. Like I say, I'm just chilling out today. Starting to feel like I'm getting back to normal now. I had a very bad sleepless night though, so I'm trying not to overdo it today. And yeah, that one looks alright, doesn't it? Let's get in a bit closer. Let's take the camera off the thing, and then let me just see. There's our little happy birthday raccoon. Are we going to focus? I don't know if the camera wants to focus today. I think it has trouble when it gets in too close. He's got a little birthday hat on now. There's our little snail man. Our rabbit with its gormless expression. The little xenomorph up there eating a kebab. I quite like that. Looks nice. There's like a fountain and stuff. It's quite a simplistic painting, but yeah, I think the composition's nice. I think it's yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's alright, isn't it? It's alright, isn't it? Hmm? Oh no. God. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to have a little break now, have my dinner. And come back in a bit. We'll start a new one, I think. I've got another canvas that size, so I'll probably do something on the canvas. Anyway, catch you later, everyone. I might paint the sides of this as well. Might make it look a bit cheerful. I don't know. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. I'll probably be back in about an hour. It's usually that time when no one's around anyway. But I'll do another stream and maybe do some take some requests for a new painting. So if you're around later on, I'll see you. If not, then I'll see you next week, probably next Monday. Alright, bye.